Good morning and welcome to this year's Gerald Lee Lectures. I'll start off with some housekeeping. In the unlikely event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, should there be an emergency, there are, I'm told, emergency exits at the rear and over the wings. To the front door back here. Should there be any need for facilities, they are down the back corridor on the right, and we will be having coffee and lunch in the Red Room, as we already have had coffee there this morning. I would like to welcome you to this year's Gerald Lee Lectures. I'm Fred Barrelet. I'm chair of the Beaufort Cottage Educational Trust, which is very privileged to be able to work together with the Gerald Lee Charitable Trust to present, and I think it's the eighth series of lectures. Nick is nodding over there. And the Gerald Lee, as you all know, was a immensely successful breeder, but also a man with a great inquisitive mind, and also a person who had a great aptitude for attention to detail and wanting to know about everything and to do with the horse and the research and the progress in that area. And it's thanks to his family and through the trust that we've been able to host these lecture series, and we look forward to being able to do so for another few years. And thinking to the future, hopefully we'll be able to continue with that in the long term. The family is represented by Nick Wingfield Digby here today, who's representing the trust. And we are sad not to have Sarah Whitney with us, but I know she's out there in ether space somewhere. Yes, she has dialed in. So Sarah, we miss not having you here today, and speedy recovery. To all those who will be watching us on video via YouTube, these lectures are broadcast through our website on YouTube. Welcome. The lectures are seen and followed by many around the globe. I've traveled quite a bit, and I have found people have seen our lectures in India, Mongolia, and other parts of the world. So we are achieving what we're setting out to do, and that's to disseminate information. Beaufort Cottage Educational Trust can only do this by working together with such fantastic organizations as the Gerald Lee Trust. And just to let you know what we really are, we are a small charity that aims to support educational projects and events for all those involved in the care of horses and disseminate knowledge of the best veterinary and management practices and thereby enhance horse welfare. And this is very much in the sense of the founding fathers, Peter Rossdale, Nick Wingfield Digby, Richard Jones, and others who set up this trust, Beaufort Cottage Educational Trust, many years ago at the behest, I think, if I'm right, of Simon Gibson, who was also one of the first benefactors of the trust. We achieve this primarily by supporting educational events. And these are for vets, farriers, and anybody working in the industry. And we also provide veterinary education awards in the form of small bursaries, veterinary summer scholarships, to encourage vets to learn how to do research, students to encourage them to do how to do research, and other people within the industry. We offer a scholarship for farriers, which is very exciting. I think we all realize that we must support the farrier profession in these times where we're having difficulty attracting young farriers or young people to become farriers. We work very closely with other charities and donors who have similar interests and support the initiatives on equine veterinary science and welfare. So that's just the background to what we do and what we are. And are able to do thanks to groups like the Gerald Lee Charitable Trust. So this is the band, my band of merry colleagues who are the trustees. And if we are always looking for new ideas, but we're also looking for funding to help continue with this work. And if you have any ideas and any feedback, collar one of us today or at any other time, and we'd be delighted to talk about what we're doing and what we could do together. We will also be joined by a new trustee, I'm delighted to announce, which is Ilke Gansera, who is a well-known Newmarket trainer, veterinary surgeon, and also runs the premier art gallery in town in her stables down on the Hamilton Road. So we hope that not only will she bring a lot of interesting and enthusiasm to our group, but also a bit of culture. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Tim Barnett, who will be our first speaker today. And he's a director at Rossdale's and has a long time passion for all things that are throat and the respiratory tract of the horse. So Tim, please, if you could come and take the floor.